What's going on? What's going on, Patriots? This your man Jay from Hood Politics checking in. And y'all know how we do it on this channel, man. We cut straight through the BS and get straight to the policies and issues that hit us close to home. We talk about everything from elections to national debates all the way up to political podcasts. Throw some pop culture in there and some comedy every now and again. Because all politics all the time, get your brain right. That's why I do it, so you don't have to. We start each and every one of them off, send out our thoughts and prayers. We're going to keep it going with Miss Renee Good and her family and her daughter and the grandfather and whoever else that the little girl got left, man. We're gonna put that little girl in our prayers, man. Because some telling me she needs it bad. You know what I mean? But this is for entertainment purposes only. To me, this is comedy, baby. This is news and it's scary, but the person who got caught, it's hilarious. I can't stand this dude, man. This racist. If it's one thing, literally, yo, check it out. If it's one thing I hate is black people with big platforms steering our community into the wrong direction, man. You know what I mean? Like Rashad Richey. Like this is hilarious, yo. We're gonna get into it in a minute, but what's that other, the Roland Martin, Rashad Richey, you know what I'm saying? Them chicks that got fired from MSNBC, what's her name? Joy Taylor and the other chick. But yeah, we gonna sit back on this one. You see, I kicked the chair back because, man, this is hilarious, yo. And this is also what I was talking about too. Now, I know this finna be funny and everything because it's Rashad Richey. But on a serious note, this is exactly what I was talking about. This here is exactly what I was talking about with DEI and social media just fucking up everything. Like, our kids ain't gonna have no good doctors. Our kids ain't gonna have no good lawyers. Like, everybody gonna be into AI. Doctors is gonna be asking AI, putting your symptoms into an AI, and AI gonna tell them what to do. No, that's not, no. This is scary. And we don't even know now, who is your doctor? Who is your lawyer? You know what I'm saying? Who is your kid's teacher? Right now, we don't even know if any of these people's degrees are real. Let's jump into this, man. Sit back and enjoy this.
He's offering any degree you could imagine, and with just in minutes, a few $100s, you've received a fresh.
I got Nate the lawyer pulled up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be listening to politics when I be getting ready. So I was in the shower looking for something, and he popped right up on my feed, and boom. Talking about, oh man, this is amazing. I am so glad this racist piece of shit got outed, yo. I knew. Just listen, man. All the degrees this man has or claim he has, it's not enough time on planet Earth in human lifespan for a person to get these and be able to use them in the time frame he did. How old is this dude? Maybe 40 something. He looked young. He might be older. You know, black people, we age well. You know, so he might be older, but the dude looked pretty young. You know what I mean? But man, let's jump into this. This is hilarious. Get you some popcorn or get y'all coffee. I know it's like 7 something in the morning, 8 o'clock. Get y'all coffee, get your breakfast, sit back and enjoy this. This is from Hood Politic family to you.
Minted printout with a degree you didn't work for.
It is a billion-dollar business, selling fake degrees to people we trust. Some of the buyers, cops, firefighters, teachers, and engineers right here in the Tampa Bay area.
Schools handing out master's degrees and doctorates for cash, even when students don't take any courses.
Yeah, we found plenty.
That dude look like, what's his name? The actor, man. Let me go back, man. This dude, Joe, he looked like that actor, man. This is, what's the name? Doppelganger. The dude who played in The Fugitive, chasing Harrison Ford around. What's his name? Tommy Harrison or something. Well, I can't think of this guy's name, man. But this dude is a spitting image of this cat, man. Like, this is crazy. This is his doppelganger, yo. This is better than I thought. This is turned out to be better than I thought, man.
Even when students don't take any courses.
Yeah, we found plenty of public employees and others. You know, there are hundreds of so-called diploma mills online, basically selling master's or doctorate degrees for a price.
So people padding their resumes with fake degrees is nothing new, as you can see from that intro. But Dr. Rashad Richey, and I use doctor in air quotes, takes it to another level. For example, he says he has a law degree, a Juris Doctorate from Haiti. He then claims that he has a PhD in quantum physics from France. He's another Neil deGrasse Tyson. And let's not forget about his master's in neurophysics from Cambodia, or his neuroscience degree from Nicaragua, or his master's in applied physics from Costa Rica, and the list goes on and on and on. And if you're thinking,
this dude got that type of money at that age to be flying all over to these different countries for what's supposed to be years of schooling in this short a time frame. Boy, this cat is amazing, man.
That it seems like a lot of these degrees are BS and nonsense. You're right. Let's expose the fraud, which is Rashad Richey.
Get him. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's a quick message from this video sponsor, ZocDoc.
Shout out to Nate the lawyer, man. Y'all need to go check this dude's channel out. He's a real lawyer.
Yeah,
Nate
my
the lawyer,
age
beast,
too.
man.
When something
He go
feels off,
hard
I'll
on people,
Google
man.
it. Then I'll tell myself it's probably fine.
Wait, hold on, Dad. Isn't that the reason why you was in the hospital with a brain tumor? Because you were waiting so long.
Good point. But that's why I present to you ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website that helps you find and book high-quality in-network doctors so you can find someone you love. We're talking about more than 150,000 providers across all 50 states. Whether you're looking for
you gotta get your money,
Dr.
man.
Richey also works for Straight Arrow News and has once had his own law firm. Here it is, the Fairness Firm. Dr. Rashad Richey, JD, PhD, LLM, and MBA. Now, when you scroll down to the education section, you'll see a lot, if not most of these degrees, are from schools outside of the United States. For instance, here's the education section, and he has here, for instance, Masters of Laws, LLM, University de la Renaissance, Haiti. But that school doesn't even offer this type of degree. And he does that multiple times. For instance, his Juris Doctorate from Renaissance University is a school that doesn't issue Juris Doctorates. And then when he was called out on that, he then says it's from another school, but then that other school doesn't issue Juris Doctorates either. So this is the type of nonsense that we're going to untangle today. Now, to understand why Richey's degrees are essentially bogus, I got to explain to you what degree mills are.
What it is.
It certainly isn't. Everyone you're going to see in our story tonight, Keith, bought a bogus degree from the world's biggest diploma mill based in Pakistan, of all places. Now, there are probably 1,000 so-called graduates living and working in our community.
This is scary, man. They getting their degrees from
It takes
Pakistan.
time, money, and hard work to earn a diploma. Unless, of course, you take the same shortcut former Tarpon Springs Fire Chief Rick Butcher did.
You've got a degree from Alameda University.
Well, I have a piece of paper from Alameda, yes.
It turns out Butcher bought his Alameda University degree online from a big corporation based in Pakistan. Our database of 5,600 degree mill graduates across Florida also led us to Larry Flutie.
You're on that list.
Holy smokes. How did that happen?
We confirmed that Flutie is a Florida licensed professional engineer, but Flutie also claims he earned a PhD diploma from Grant University, a diploma mill that's vanished from the internet. Our investigation also uncovered a VA police officer who submitted his fake Alameda diploma in a failed bid to become police chief in Polk County's Lake Hamilton.
Now, this is not a new scam. From fire chiefs to mayors to even school superintendents, many people have been caught using these degree mills to inflate their resume. Even some university professors have been found to have fake degrees.
Is that how that Somalian immigrant or that whatever he was, I ain't gonna just say Somali, I don't think it was Somalian, but I knew, is that how that immigrant became the superintendent of that school? That's what?
All right, so now that you know about degree mills and resume inflation, let's get into the nitty gritty of the lie. So now Rashad Richey's defenders are gonna say, hey Nate, this is misinformation. He has documentation. So I wanna make sure I'm as fair as possible to Dr. Rashad Richey. Okay, this is Nate from the future. And in the past couple of hours, some very interesting things happened with this story. This video was already canned and I was about to make it public, but I had to pull it back down and add this new information so you guys can understand how really crazy this stuff is. So Dr. Richey did a response video essentially trying to clarify his fake degrees. This first one is an official letter of admissions from UNIP. Now this letter is fake and it has a whole bunch of things that show you exactly why it's fake. And it's leading me to believe that since he put two fake documents up on TYT, they made him take down this video. Again, that's just my assumption. Look how fake this document is. Now let me show you exactly why this document is fake. First, this is allegedly from the Universidad del Pacifico. But when you go down and look at the seal of the document, it's from a totally different school, the San Jose University, Santa Ana, Costa Rica. This thing was so bad, I put it into multiple AIs, and they all essentially said the same exact thing. Here's what Grok says about that letter. I asked, is this legit? No, this admission letter is not legit. It appears to be fake from a dubious source, likely tied to a diploma mill or unaccredited institution. Grok even says the school doesn't even have a neuroscience program. So it's insane that he didn't even check, it seems like. Then he put up this other document, and shout out to Johnny.
Now, how messed up is this that people do not do thorough checks? Man, all this time I've been in the wrong game, man. And that's what got me a little perturbed. I've been in the wrong game the whole time. I could have had fake ass diplomas. Yo, I could have been a superintendent of a school. I could have been at fake ass daycare centers. Man, I've been in the wrong, I chose the wrong game. I chose the wrong game, man. Like, this is crazy. Luckily, I'm a productive citizen of society now. But yo, this is crazy.
Walker Black for pointing out that this document looks just as fake as the other one. Matter of fact, when you put it into any of the AIs, all the AIs come back and says, this thing is absolutely fake. Now remember, this transcript is supposed to be a neuroscience transcript. It has zero physics, biology, or neurology courses, from what I can see. It's just generic stuff. And the university website says it's only a business school. It doesn't even offer this stuff. So who knows? Now, he put these documents that look as fake as heck in a video defending himself, and then had to take that video down when people were like, hold on, these documents look fake. Now, I don't know how Richey's going to respond to publishing provably fake documents to prove that he has these credentials. He's obviously getting a lot of these things from degree mills, and he's trying to hide that fact. So, with all that being said, here's the rest of the video. So I want to make sure I'm as fair as possible to Dr. Rashad Richey. Now, to do that, I need you to understand what a Juris Doctor is and how you obtain it. Now, I am a Juris Doctor. I have a license from the state of New York, and I graduated law school. Now, I was also a professor at the law school and taught classes. So I have a little knowledge on how to obtain a JD, what it means to have a JD, and I've also worked with foreign lawyers who wanted to practice here in the United States. So I'm very familiar with the process. Now, to really understand why Richey is obviously lying to you, and it is not even questionable that he's lying to you, let me explain the various types of legal systems, the various types of degrees offered in those legal systems, and why it's impossible for Rashad Richey to have the degrees he's claimed to have from the schools he's claimed to get them from. So the first thing I have to explain to you are the different types of legal systems the world recognizes. One is known as the common law system and one is known as the civil law system. If you look at this map, the countries in red are what's known as common law countries. That's Canada, the United States, Australia, and the UK in Europe. Now that's totally different than the French civil law system, which is practiced in most of the world, Brazil, South America, Europe, etc. Now there are huge differences between the two systems. For instance, look at how each system handles a trial. In the common law system, you have a judge who's the referee. Then you have, let's say in a criminal case, a prosecutor who may say, hey, this person stole a laptop. And they'll argue to convince a jury that that person did steal a laptop. Then you have a defense attorney who will argue this person didn't steal a laptop and then put on evidence to show the person didn't steal the laptop. And then at the end of the day, the jury makes the decision who's correct. In a civil law system, the judge is the person asking the question. The judge is the person trying to determine who's right and who's wrong. The lawyers act as assistants to the judge, and there's generally no jury. Now, because the systems are so different, their degrees are different. For instance, if you're in a common law system, your undergraduate is likely going to be either an LLB or a pre-law, where if you're in a civil law system, it's called license of Detroit. And as you can also see, a Juris Doctor is not available in the civil law system. It is only available in the common law system. Now, I need you also to notice that the license in Detroit from the civil law is an undergraduate degree, where the Juris Doctor in the United States or in common law is a professional practice.
Yo, I can't wait to see. I got to find the video of him. I got to find these videos. I don't know how this slipped past me, man. I know how, because I can't stand that dude. I don't watch him for nothing. I don't watch that dude. There's no way that dude popping up in my time feed. Now, the Young Turks, Jenk and Anna, they pop up because I watch them. I like to react to some of their dumbass crap. But this dude, I can't stand to listen to him, man. I can't stand to listen to this dude, man. Yo, but I got to find this video where I know he gonna react to this. He has to.
Degree. So now, if you have a license in Detroit from a civil law system law school, then obviously you are not qualified to practice in a common law system because the systems are totally different. Saying that the license in Detroit under the civil system is equivalent to a JD is like saying a driver's license is equivalent to an automotive engineering PhD. And it's obvious, someone who can drive a car is not qualified to claim they have a PhD in automotive engineering. That's ridiculous. But that's what Richey's claiming, the ridiculous. So now, where did Dr. Rashad Richey claim to get his degree from? Was it a school that teaches the common law, or was it a school that teaches the civil law? Well, Dr. Rashad Richey says he got his license in Detroit from a school in Haiti. Now, Haiti is a civil law system, not a common law system. So if he did receive his degree in the civil law system, then obviously that doesn't make you qualified to practice in a system that's totally foreign to that government.
So what is and who is the University of Renaissance, University de la Renaissance? Let's put it up, full mass. University de la Renaissance de Haiti is accredited by Haiti's Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training. It is recognized by evaluation services like the International Education Evaluations, IEE, with its programs appearing in evaluations. They have agreements with Université de Montréal for student faculty exchange in law, University of Rennes II in France, which is a recognized major university.
So we know for a fact he got his degree from a school in Haiti that doesn't teach common law, it teaches civil law. So it is a totally different system, totally different law, and totally different degree. So let's take a look at the school. So I Googled it and went to Google Maps, and look who's giving a review of this great institution, Rashad Richey. Now here's some pictures of the school in Haiti. As you can see, here's one of their classrooms. Here's the outside. Now, from this school, Dr. Rashad Richey says he has a license in Detroit, which is the undergrad degree under civil law, and that is equivalent to the professional degree of a Juris Doctor in the United States. Here's him saying that.
Professional licensure. Yes, I have a law degree. Put it up, full mass. My law degree does, in fact, qualify me to take the bar in the United States of America.
No, it don't.
What you're looking at is called a course-by-course evaluation. You see, the law degree journey was a long journey for me because I was in.
And I bet this was Jake. And Anna telling them, hey, look, boy, you got to clean this up somehow. You gotta clean this up somehow. You gotta come with the receipts. And then he come with these bogus ass receipts, and he had to take the video down. Yo, this can't get. And this dude worked for a news station, man, and he worked for TYT. Like, this is embarrassing, Jank, Anna. This is embarrassing. Y'all gotta get rid of him. You gotta get rid of this dude, or throw him down there in the podcast with your podcasters that y'all hired. This dude cannot be mainstream TYT no more. He can't. He can't.
A PhD in quantum physics program at the same time I was in law school. The course-by-course evaluation that you're looking at, let's read it top to bottom. This is by a NACIS member again, which qualifies me for the professional licensure in order to qualify for the bar exam under what's called the FLE or FCE rule. That is a foreign credential evaluation rule. State of California, New York, everybody has it. Course-by-course evaluation, professional licensure. It says, summary of evaluation. It is the judgment of A to Z evaluations, once again, a NACIS approved entity for evaluation of professional license. That Mr. Rashad Richey's educational credentials from Haiti is equivalent to the degree of Doctor of Jurisprudence, JD, awarded by a regionally accredited institution of higher education in the United States. You can go down to the bottom. It says equivalency, U.S. degree, Doctor of Jurisprudence. I completed my Doctor of Jurisprudence at Renaissance University through their law program.
Now, this lie is so obvious. People in his own chat started calling him out. Here is what one user said. Mr. Richey, by claiming circa at 23 minutes that his law degree from Haiti was evaluated by NACIS entity A to Z to be functionally equivalent to a JD. Here's the thing. I hold an LLB from an elite institution outside the United States. One major aspect they look for is functional equivalence is the pedigree of the legal education, specifically as descendant from the English common law system. Haiti, being a former colony of France, has its law primarily derived from the civil law tradition. The ABA does not recognize legal study under civil law tradition to be functionally equivalent to the ABA-approved JD program. And there are many more comments calling out this lie.
Look, yo, that's his own squad. This is his own squad, bro. Fraud. You're a liar, Richey. Richey, you're a liar. This is his own squad. These is his people. Oh my God, yeah. TYT, y'all gotta get rid of this clown. Y'all gotta get rid of this clown.
Comments calling out this lie. He does not have a Juris Doctorate, and he knows it, but it's easy to lie to you because most people don't understand the nuances here. Now, this gets even worse because Richey doesn't even know how to lie about which degree he actually has. See, in the follow-up video that he deleted, he specifically said he has the license in Droit, which is the undergraduate degree. But when you go to the law firm's website, the degree turns from a license in Droit under the French system to a LLM under the common law system. And remember how he kept saying it was the Université de la Résistance of Haiti is where he got his JD? Well, in his bio, he puts that he got it from Renaissance University, RU. Now, I'm just going to be very, very blunt here. He can't even keep the lie consistent on where he got the fake degree from. He got the fake JD from Renaissance University. No, he got the fake JD from the Université de la Résistance, and we should just believe him because some accrediting agency says that his undergraduate degree is equivalent to a postgraduate degree here in the United States.
They sound like they push out a bunch of
I want you to forget that Richey says he got the Juris Doctorate from one school, then he says he gets it from another school, and you could even really make the argument that this is the Americanized version of the French school because he literally puts the French school down here. So we know this is all full of crap. So the next question is, does having the undergraduate civil law degree of license in Droit allow you to take the bar exam here in the United States? On that alone, on just having that license. Because Richey's argument is license in Droit equals JD equals I can now take the bar exam. Here is his argument.
JD credentials from UR for his bar eligibility, confirming that his law degree makes him eligible to take the bar under the FLE rule of the American Bar Association.
Now, I got to stop him right here because another lie alert. American Bar Association doesn't determine who can take the bar in an individual state. The states determine who takes the bar in that state. For instance, you don't have to deal with the ABA at all to take the bar exam in California, just like Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian didn't go to law school. She went under another attorney, did the apprentice route, and after a couple of years of being an apprentice to an attorney, you can then take the bar exam because of that experience. So just to be clear, the ABA does not determine who is eligible to take the bar in any particular state. What the ABA does is accredit schools so the various states can say, hey, if this school is accredited by the ABA, we'll allow them to take the bar in our particular state. But a state can also say, we don't care about the ABA rule and we're going to do our own thing. So I just want to make that very clear. So when he says there's this rule from the ABA that allows him to take the bar exam in any individual state, that is just straight up not true. So here's an example. This is the Supreme Court of Georgia Office of Bar Admissions, and this is their instructions for foreign educated applicants. And here it says if you've graduated from a foreign law school, then you can sit for the bar in Georgia, but here are the conditions. That number one, you graduated from a foreign law school outside the United States, and one, is government sanctioned or recognized its appropriate authority, is recognized and approved by an evaluation body pursuant to applicable law, which Richey says he has, and then is chartered to award the first professional degree in law, which Richey says he has, the license in Detroit. Number two, you are authorized to practice law in the foreign jurisdiction, which we're going to say Richey is able to practice law in Haiti. But I don't think he is, but we're going to say yes to this question anyway, so he can practice law in Haiti. But third, you are currently enrolled at or have been awarded an LLM degree. So in the state of Georgia, if you have a foreign degree and you want to practice law in the state of Georgia, you need to go to a American Bar Association approved program leading to an LLM degree. So can Rashad Richey just wake up tomorrow morning and sit for the bar exam in Georgia? No, he needs more education. He has to go to an American Bar Associated approved law school and obtain his LLM. So if Richey says he's able to take the bar in any state, then you know for a fact he is lying, because in the state of Georgia, where he is from, he can't take the bar exam there.
However, my last semester, I transferred to Renaissance and was able to obtain my Doctor of Jurisprudence there, which qualifies me to take the bar in pretty much any state I choose to under the FLE licensing program per the ABA.
So bottom line is Dr. Richey does not have a JD, a Juris Doctorate. He is lying when he presents himself as having one. Now let's zoom out, because his claim of having a JD doesn't exist alone. It's part of what I call the degree multiverse. For instance, here is Dr. Rashad Richey's TYT bio. And when you scroll down here, you see Schofield Graduate School, where his quantitative research focused on the global effects of Western religion and politics, policy, and government. And he's claiming he has a PhD from Schofield. But as you're going to see from Johnny Walker Dredd, who's looked into it already, this school is BS. Get ready to be shocked.
I searched, and this is the closest I could get. It says here, Schofield Graduate School and Theological Seminary, California, and Trinity Graduate School, India. Okay, now, I looked through this. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on here. So I figured, okay, one way to find out what a school really is about is to go to the actual address. Where are they? I scroll down here. Contact us. And here is the actual address, 1483 Mabel Avenue in Modesto. That's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what 1483 Mabel Avenue, Modesto looks like. And there it is. There is your PhD granting institution where Rashad Richey claims that he got his doctorate.
Yo, this cat is a fraud.
Maybe you think, well, wait a minute,
bro.
maybe it's across the street.
This cat is a fraud.
No, if you kind of scroll through and look around, this is the neighborhood where this esteemed university is located. And yeah, that's it. There it is.
I know, it's insane. And he's holding himself out as a doctor. And this is the way he's saying he got his PhD from. This is kind of crazy. And again, this is scratching the surface, people. We're not even deep into it. Matter of fact, I don't even think I'm going to be able to complete this video in one particular video because there's so many deceptions here. Like, for instance, Richey claims multiple PhDs from institutions that, according to their own public materials, either don't offer the PhD program, offer non-US, non-equivalent research credentials, or operate under accreditation frameworks that don't support how their degrees are distributed in any way. And think about it. Several of his credentials have appeared in his LinkedIn page and other bios, then they disappear when challenged or the descriptions change. And for those of you who are his fans who want me to be hyper technical, I can show you that easily because I've already showed it to you in this video. Remember, he said he got his JD from Renaissance University, RU, but now he's saying he got it actually from the Université of de la Renaissance of Haiti, which is not RU, but it's URH.
However, my last semester, I transferred to Renaissance and was able to obtain my Doctor of Jurisprudence there.
And Richey, in the video he deleted, also admitted that he doesn't have a master's or a master in droid. He only has a license in droid. So we're supposed to believe that Dr. Rashad Richey has a doctor of education, a doctor of law, a doctor of quantum physics. He's a neurophysicist, a neuroscientist, a legal scholar, a policy expert, and a business academic, and somehow works full-time at TYT. And think about it, these were kind of all at once across multiple countries, overlapping time frames. This is not just unusual. This is statistically absurd. The doctor's programs take years to complete. Advanced science degrees requires labs, supervision, publication. Law degrees have rigid structures and licensing rules. And he seems to have skipped all of that and jumped to the end to have the actual degree. Now, even though this is part one and we really just focused it on the fake lawyer part of it, I need to give a big shout out to Cam James, who Richey is threatening to sue, Johnny Walker Dredd, who've been following this stuff for years. Johnny Walker Dredd has a full playlist on all this stuff, and he's been exposing Richey for years. Richey never sued him because he didn't really get any traction on his videos regarding Richey's fake credentials. So I'm giving him that exposure. And
Shout
fake PhD
Johnny
investigator,
Walker,
that community really came through and has flooded me with documents, sources, and everything. So, I need to thank those three creators because they did the work. And I was able to go behind them and check out the work. And then I went and looked at everything myself. And my opinion about this whole thing is Rashad Richey is likely a fraud. Some of his degrees, to be fair, are legitimate, but they're from schools that are low-end schools, seems to be from countries like Cambodia, Haiti, and it seems like he's just looking for degrees. And Richey himself admits that he doesn't care about accreditations. He just wants to get the paperwork because for him, accreditations don't matter. He just cares if the school is licensed to operate. So that is what we're dealing with. So at the end of the day, tell me if you believe Dr. Richey is a doctor of education, a doctor of law, a doctor of quantum physics, a neurophysicist, a neuroscientist, and a legal scholar. And remember where they're from: Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Cambodia, Mexico, Haiti. Either this man is one of the most well-traveled, educated people in the world, or he is deceiving his audience big time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to that great YouTube stuff. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'm seeing you on the next one.
Hey, man. Shout out to Nate the Lawyer, and especially give a big shout out to Nate the Lawyer for pushing those creators up there. Johnny Walker, Cam, and all the other ones. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. That's what I'm talking about. We gotta push each other, though. We gotta push each other. And when y'all go check out his channel, let him know Hood Politics sing you. You know what I'm saying? That give me a little recognition, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I did. I enjoyed it both times I heard it, and now I'm seeing it. So I really enjoyed it. And I really hope y'all enjoyed this, man. It's your man Jay from Hood Politics. Wait, before I go. Now y'all see what's going on. So when you go to a doctor, if you ain't been going to your doctor or anybody with anything, you see them degrees, check them. You got your phone in your hand. It's easy to Google the school. It's easy to Google the degrees. Watch yourself, man. Watch yourself. From now on, every time I look up there and see something in my kids' doctors, anywhere, yo, I'm hitting it up, Googling it. I gotta make sure you legit, Joe. I can't have no. So stay safe out there. Happy Friday. I hope y'all have a good weekend. This your boy Jay from Hood Politics checking in. And I'm checking out, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. Boy, that was a good one.